blood.
Hello everybody, my name is Rickaran4, and guess what? My LOL game for this one is a bit stuffed up, and I'll explain in just a second. I am playing Fiora jungle, as you can probably tell from the smite, and as you can probably tell I am level 1, while the rest of this team are things like 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3. So, as you can see, I am playing with my friend. This is my good old friend. This is Bob playing mid Mordekaiser, and was able to get first blood on Cassiopeia. And as you can probably tell, I had DC'd for the beginning, and the whole point of this was I did it on purpose, because this is Bob was on my account, as I let him, and unfortunately, he has a different screen resolution, and when he changed it for me, mine screwed up and it wouldn't let me click properly, so I had to change the settings in a very awkward and retarded fashion. So, what that did was it made me having to start at 4 minutes instead of 0 minutes. So unfortunately I am underleveled and nobody has had a gank yet. But it doesn't really matter because I am Fiora with a high attack speed and attack damage boost, and I will be able to get through this match quite easily. And I am failing my W. So as you can see, we're going to have mid Mordekaiser playing against a Cassiopeia. It's going to be the enemy team having a Lee Sin solo top against Nidalee solo top, and they're going to have a jungle Alistar with exhaust, and they're going to have Ezreal Poppy bot against our Sion Master Yi. So, yeah, it's got a pretty interesting team comps. So we've got things like Sion, AD, AP, Master Yi, and they've got a jungle Alistar, which I haven't actually seen, but apparently he did get, Nidalee unfortunately died top to a gank between, from Alistar and Lee Sin, so that's unfortunate, but, yeah, it doesn't really matter. We should be able to pull ahead in this game. So I'm just going to get my red buff, and I get my Q, which I'll talk about in just a second, because I did want to gank mid, or top. Nope, top. It was top. So it looks like Nidalee getting engaged upon by Lee Sin and Alistar. Lee Sin gonna get his Q and be able to kick away, and he's gonna flash away, but he should have flashed later, because I'm gonna use my Q for some reason, and I shouldn't have just used my Q, but doesn't really matter because I was able to get the kill. And I'm going to be able to go top. Hee. And I don't have my Q, so I can't go after this Alistar. And Nidalee's going to start whinging about how I'm pushing her lane when I'm just trying to last hit. So basically, with Fiora, her main ability that allows her to jungle, her two main abilities actually, you can start with either your W or E, it doesn't really matter. Basically, your E is called Burst of Speed. Fiora gains additional attack speed for 3 seconds. Each basic attack or lunge she lands during this time increases her movement speed, and it stacks up to 3 times. Killing a champion refreshes the cooldown, and assists reduce half the cooldown by half, which is similar to Master Yi's ultimate. Basically, it's got ridiculous amount of attack speed. Like, it's at level 3 right now, and I've got plus 90% additional attack speed. So I like to max it first, because not only does it reset your auto attack timer, so you can attack, use your E, and you'll instantly attack again, but it gives you such a high amount of attack speed as well as movement speed, and it's great for ganking. As well is her riposte, which you can also either max first, or you can start with it first, whatever you want. It gives a passive, which is increased attack damage, like Master Yi's Wuju style, and it can get up to like 80 at level 5 or something. Anyway, so I'm going to go after this Alistar, going to use my E, use my lunge, and I have red buff. And unfortunately he has his ultimate, but he's going to go after me for some reason. I'm going to use my W. And it looks like Mordekaiser is going to come in here to head off this Cassiopeia. Going to use his Ignite and Ultimate. Going to be able to kill her. Unfortunately, I didn't get an assist. And Cassiopeia also used her Ultimate on me. And it looks like Cassiopeia Ghost going to try and go after that clone, but it doesn't really matter because it's just going to go back. And unfortunately there was a kill death bot, and I'm going to go after this, and unfortunately I didn't have my smite, but I wanted to go after the Z Sin. I did ult for some reason. I probably should have ulted later, but it doesn't really matter because we were able to get out of that with not too much fuss, and unfortunately I wanted this blue buff as I am quite low on mana. Anyway, so her main abilities are E and W. Her passive is also great for jungling. It's called Duelist. Fiora regenerates health over 6 seconds each time she deals physical damage. Striking champions will cause this effect to stack up to 4 times. So basically, it just gives you extra health regen for attacking stuff. So it's a great skill, and it's pretty good for jungling and just keeping your health up. So I started with cloth and 5, and I was able to go back and get a Wriggles, health potions, mana potions, and sight ward. I probably should have gotten boots, but in this game I don't tend to get boots until like 20 minutes in. Anyway, so I got my Wriggles, so I'm happy about that, and I'm just gonna hold the lane until Bob gets back. So, as you can tell, Fiora is an AD champion. I've got another video on her actually, so check that out. Looks like Master Yi unfortunately died to Alistar, so I told you, Master Yi AP gets cocky. In my last video I told you about that. So unfortunately I got quite low from that Cassiopeia bitch. So I'm just going to try and heal up on these minions, mainly healing up using my Wriggles as well as my passive. So her ultimate is Blade Bolts. I've probably talked about this in my other video. Fiora dashes around, striking random champion, 5 times for physical damage. Successive strikes on the same target will deal 25% damage. And the first and last attack will be on the same target. Each strike applies on-hit effects, and unfortunately I didn't go after that Ezreal, and he's really low, and I'm going to pop my Ghost here, trying to catch up to him, but Master Yi just going to be able to Alpha Strike to Poppy, which will kill Ezreal, and Mordekaiser's going to go after Cassiopeia, but he's going to get ulted, and unfortunately we're not going to be able to do much about that. So yeah, applies on hit effects. So these things include like red buff, which is great because in a team fight you can attack like all the champions, and Master Yi unfortunately not going to be able to kill this Cassiopeia. Oh, there we go. But he's gonna not die. He's gonna be able to pop his meditate just in time. So looks like Alistar, we're gonna go after him. There's an Ezreal ultimate, but it looks like Poppy's unfortunately gonna get Master Yi, and it looks like Mordekaiser getting engaged upon, and he's gonna get exhausted and ulted by Poppy. Gonna get chased by Poppy, and he's gonna go around the other way. He's gonna get quite low. I'm gonna be able to kill Alistar, and I'm gonna try and go into Poppy before she kills Mordekaiser, but unfortunately there's the charge, and unfortunately gonna die. Anyway, so it looks like Sion going after this Poppy, so I'm gonna help as well. There's the red buff. I'm gonna be able to shut her down, go after this Ezreal, but he's just gonna jump over the wall and get away. So the good thing about Fiora's ultimate, it can hit up to 5 champions, so in a team fight it will be able to hit all the champions, and you'll be able to apply things like red buff to all of them, as well as things like what do you call it, Black Cleaver to all of them, and things like that. So it's all fun, especially if it's just like one target like Ezreal. Since he's extremely squishy, you'll see like his health just get like melted down, and it's really fun. So this was a bit of a stupid thing by me. I went over to try and help this Master Yi get blue buff, but unfortunately I accidentally took it because of my Wriggles proc, and I was very pissed about that, and I'm sure he was, but he was like, it's okay, and I end up giving him the next one anyway. So Fiora, people normally like to build her with, I don't know what type of items, but normally I like to get things like Black Cleaver first because of that passive it gives, as well as the extra attack damage and attack speed. And then after that I went for a Last Whisper for extra armor pen, as they do have quite a bit of a tanky team with Poppy, Lee Sin and Alistar. And it looks like Master Yi getting a kill on Ezreal, and gonna meditate while Poppy just randomly walks in, and they're gonna go after her, and she's gonna get quite low, I'm guessing. Yep, and looks like Sion's probably gonna get the kill. There's an ignite going onto... Ooh, almost. And it looks like Musty might die. Ooh, almost. And it looks like Cassiopeia is also gonna be able to kill Sion. We're gonna go after Cassiopeia. Unfortunately, Musty is gonna die, and we're going to be able to get Cassiopeia with Mordekaiser ultimate. So, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, after Last Whisper, I went for, I think it was like an Infinity Edge, or something like that. No, after that, I wanted to go for a Maw of Malmortius. Now, this is probably the latest item in League of Legends, and it looks like Ezreal gonna go after me, and I'm just going to be able to deal quite a bit of damage to him, and look at that damage, and it looks like Alistar going to be able to get me away from getting him, but I'm going to be able to ult and be able to kill him, and unfortunately I'm going to ghost, use my Q, fail and die, and that was very unfortunate as they did get my killing spree, so I probably should just gotten out of there, and unfortunately I gave Poppy blue buff. But I went back, got a BF sword, and let's see if I get boots. Let's see, nope, dagger. So I got dagger over boots because I am retarded and didn't notice I didn't have boots. So yeah, Maw of Malmortius I thought was a great item against this team because they have like Cassiopeia, which is the one I was most worried about, and Poppy. Poppy does mixed damage, Cassiopeia AP damage, ability power damage, magic damage, whatever, and the Hex Drinker would be able to come in handy, quite handy then. And also, it does give Musty killing Poppy. It does give me extra attack damage and nearly killing Lee Sin. It gives me extra attack damage the lower health I have, and most likely I will be ulting when I am quite low so I don't take any more damage. And the good thing about that is because I will be lower, I have more attack damage, which means I will deal more damage with my Blade Bolts, with my ultimate. So it looks like Sion killing Cassiopeia, Ezreal, Cassiopeia killing Musty E. I'm still not used to this Chinese artwork. And Mordekaiser just pushing like a boss. Anyway, so I went for red buff, and I took it, and I'm going to go for their blue buff, but I noticed Alistar took it, which I was very annoyed about. So I was just going to go reset the timer. Apparently not. I go for this Alistar. No, I do go reset the timer, and then I go for his walls. So, basic counter jungling, sort of, ish, and as you can see, I am level 10 now, and that is one of the highest in this game, so I had a rough start, but I was able to get back. I do have red buff, and I'm going to be able to do the same thing that I did earlier with this Alistar. He's going to exhaust me right now. There's the exhaust. He's going to pop his ultimate. Yep, there we go. And I'm just going to try and bait my time, and wait for it. I'm going to get ulted, I'm going to get slowed, and I'm going to be able to ult after Alistar for some reason. No, Lee Sin. I'm going to be able to get Alistar, but unfortunately I'm not going to be able to survive against Lee Sin. And Mordekaiser is just going to run around like a weirdo. And Musty E got to all go after this Cassiopeia. And there's an ultimate, and I think an ignite going onto her. They're going to chase after her. There's the Musty E Alpha Strike, but she's going to flash away. And, ooh, there's the meditate. And it looks like Lee Sin gonna be able to shield her. Looks like Lee Sin's gonna, Musty gonna die. What do you call it? Nidalee gonna go after Cassiopeia, gonna be able to kill her, but unfortunately not gonna be able to survive against Lee Sin. Lee Sin just gonna barely survive on 25 HP, going down to 12 HP, and unfortunately gonna be able to survive that. So I went back. Well, I didn't go back. I died, and I got boots. Yay! I got boots. Eventually, finally, and that's just gonna help me get around quicker. Slow-mo. Dun 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 dun. Anyway, so Sion seems he's getting chased by Poppy and Alistar. Poppy is going to be ulting Sion. Sion's going to pop his shield. Ezreal's going to fail his ultimate. Poppy's going to block him against the wall. Alistar's going to fail his pulverize somehow. And it looks like that Poppy is going to die. And I'm going to kill seal that by using my Q. If Sion hadn't turned around, then Poppy probably couldn't have killed him. But it doesn't really matter. I was able to get that kill from a nice kill steal. and I don't really care. And it looks like Mordekaiser ultimate on Ezreal is going to be glitching out. Here comes Master Yi, gonna go after this Ezreal, and he E'd at the wrong time. And Master Yi is going to be able to get the kill on him, and we're going to go after this Alistar for some reason. There's the ultimate from Master Yi. I'm going to be able to get Alistar, and then we're going to go after this Lee Sin, but I'm getting quite low, but Master Yi is going to be able to hopefully try and finish this off. He's going to meditate, unfortunately, and get quite low, so I wanted to go help, but unfortunately he did just die randomly from his Lee Sin Q, so I couldn't really do anything. I'm getting quite low. Cassiopeia is going to get blocked off from Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser is going to get altered, while Cassiopeia is altered by Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser is going to be able to get kill on Cassiopeia, and Cassiopeia is going to just take the turret while going after Poppy. Those basic attacks. Anyway, so I'm quite low, so I'm going to go after the mini golems, which I already have, and I'm going to just help out the minion, and then I'm going to go for red buff and continue. So it looks like Nidalee going after the minions, and here comes Alistar, and we were able to destroy bot turret, nope, top turret, nope, mid turret, no, top turret. Yeah, we were able to get top turret. Anyway, so Sion getting a kill on Ezreal, and that's gonna just let him get the turret. Sion's gonna be able to take this turret just for a second while he takes it down. I have red buff, and we're going to go after Poppy. We're going to be able to just melt her down really, really easily. I'm going to ult and be able to get her, and I'm going to get really, really low now. Going to be able to survive that, though, and then they're going to go after Lee Sin. Lee Sin kicking away Mordekaiser, and then Sion being able to get the kill on Lee Sin while flashing away, because here comes Cassiopeia, and I'm going to be able to back away and go heal up while Master Yi takes blue buff, and yeah. Headhunter Master Yi. Chosen Master Yi I have. So, let's see, I have, yeah. Probably should recall now, but in the end, after Dragon, I recall. So, looks like Sion is going to be headed off by Ezreal Ultimate and Alistar from his backdooring. Actually, on a side note, for itemizing a Fiora, 2 items I didn't get in this game, which I wanted to get, was a Bloodthirster and an Infinity Edge, both really good items on Fiora, as since her ultimate does apply on hit effects, that includes lifesteal, and that means when you're really low, you have the more Malmoltius extra attack damage, and what you can do is you can just ult, and if you have lifesteal with that extra attack damage, you can just heal up and you'll be back to normal basically. And since it attacks more up to 5 champions, it's all fun and games. So as you can see, I've got my Black Cleaver, and I almost had enough for a BF sword, but I was very annoyed that I couldn't, so I just get boots, Berserker Greaves, and a pickaxe. Sell that. And it looks like, unfortunately, Master Yi dying mid to Cassiopeia and Ezreal. What did I tell you about that cockiness? And there's my pickaxe. And it looks like Mordekaiser going around somewhere. Gonna try and head off someone, while Sion going back and forth with Poppy. And Nidalee going to go back after getting attacked by Lee Sin. And there's a bit of a glitch with Lee Sin there. But it looks like she's going to be able to go after Ezreal, and he's going to get really low. And that spear, wow, that was a nice spear, able to hit him. And even when she's AD, that spear was enough to kill him. So, I don't know what's with this Ezreal. Like, Ezreal's 0-8, and his team basically just wanted him to get reported. So I'm going to go after my red buff, and let's see what else happens. Not really anything, so yeah, not really much to talk about. Pardon me. So it looks like Mordekaiser and Sion are able to get bot turret, as they weren't here to defend it in time. So, me and Master Yi are going to try and go for this turret, but we were, in the end, just going to go after this Lee Sin with the help of Sion, and I didn't actually help in that, just Master Yi and Sion. And here comes Mordekaiser as well. We're going to be able to get this turret, and then head bot to where a team fight is going to break out. That was a nice snake. And, yeah. I'm getting attacked by the turret, and I'm just gonna walk out. Laugh. And there's a bit of a glitch with Ezreal's Mystic Shot. It's meant to slow down people's attack speed. This is a really bad engage. I'll talk about that in a sec. It's a really bad engage. So, Master Yi's gonna die. I'm gonna go in. I was gonna try and help, but unfortunately he died as well. Nidalee was able to kill Alistar, but unfortunately Nidalee's gonna die as well, and so is Sion. And we're only gonna get, I think, Poppy. Nope, Ezreal. But he's gonna die, and that's gonna be a 2-for-4 trade, and Mordekaiser's just gonna be able to walk away. But that's really bad engage, and Sion for some reason has Berserker Greaves and 2 Phantom Dancers, but I guess that's alright. And unfortunately we weren't able to get ahead in that, and we were like, oh damn, that's a bad engage. Anyway, so a bit of a glitch with Ezreal's Mystic Shot, or whatever it is, the one that gives you extra attack speed. Basically, if you go over, if it hits an allied champion, it gives them extra attack speed. If it goes over an enemy champion, it lowers their attack speed. And basically, when you go over the help thing, the debuff, then it says that if you're an enemy and then he hits you with it, it will say that you have increased attack speed, but you actually have lowered attack speed. So, just a bit of a glitch for Riot to actually fix. I don't think anybody's actually noticed it, because no one actually cares. But, just a bit of glitch that I found. Anyway, so an Ezreal ultimate going and failing and hitting absolutely nothing except those minions. And I wanted to go for their blue buff, but unfortunately, once again, it is taken. So I went around the back to try and go for this Ezreal, as he has already used his E just then, and we should be able to go for him. Anyway, so he's here, and I was thinking, oh yes, this is a great. But unfortunately, he has a really good, really low cooldown on his E, so he was able to hop over the wall before I was able to get him. But here he is, and for some reason, not going to be able to go after him. But I'm getting really low now. Lee Sin's going to kick after me and get me really low, so I'm going to be able to ult after Ezreal. Ezreal's going to get really low, and once again, he's going to use that bloody E, and I'm going to be able to use my Ghost and go away from these guys. Lee Sin's gonna die from Master Yi. Master Yi is gonna go. No, Sion's gonna go and kill Poppy, and then they're gonna go after Ezreal. Ezreal's gonna almost die, but Sion's just running around like a mad axeman. Gonna go after Sion, but there's the headbutt from Alistar. Alistar's gonna be able to hopefully not kill him. Master Yi's gonna go after Alistar. Alistar's quite low, I'm guessing. I haven't actually seen. I can't actually see, and looks like Sion's going to be able to get the turret. We're going to be able to get this inhibitor, and it's just about GG, almost, not just yet, and it's just about though, as there's not really much the enemy team can already do, except surrender, which they will in just a bit, as you can tell from the time. And as you can see, me and Nidalee are getting chased by Ezreal, Alistar, but here comes Mordekaiser, so we're going to turn on them, and we're going to go after this Alistar. Unfortunately, I'm going to, we are going to get Alistar actually. Then we're going to go after Ezreal just before he leaps over the wall. Nidalee's going to be able to take him down. Then we're going to go after this Cassiopeia. For some reason, Nidalee flashing, but Mordekaiser going to be able to shut down Cassiopeia's killing spree, and then I'm going to be able to survive just enough, and that's going to be fun for the whole family. And I'm going to be able to recall, get my last Whisper, and then start off my thingo, but I'm not going to be able to get enough gold to start it. What do you call it? More of Malmortius. Or a Infinity Edge or Bloodthirst, or whatever I was going to go for. But it doesn't really matter anymore, because I have a headache. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, so that time I was actually able to give Master Yi blue buff that time, and he's gonna go after Dragon, and I was gonna go help him out, and I was like, use your W, good job, and then I was gonna be like, yeah, I'll take Dragon for ya, and yeah. So, looks like a bit of a fight breaking out. So it looks like Nidalee going after Cassiopeia with the help of Scion's red buff. And there's the Scion stun. Wow, big damage going on to Cassiopeia. She is unfortunately going to fall, as I'm going to be able to get the kill on her. Well, fortunately for us, unfortunately for her. We're going to go after Alistar for some reason. Then we're going to go after Lee Sin, but he's just going to flash over. And unfortunately Poppy killing Master Yi, but Master Yi killing Poppy. And we couldn't get the rest, so that was a 2-for-1, not bad. And we were also able to get top turrets, so probably would have been best for them if they just stayed and defended, but turret was going to die anyway. And it looks like Mordekaiser are going to flash ult Ezreal and just able to kill him really easily. And as you can see, this Ezreal clone is really low, and Lee Sin's using all his abilities on it. So it looks like they're going to surrender. Hope you guys enjoyed this match. Like, favorite, comment, subscribe. Leave a comment on who you would like me to play next. Lomo Explosion. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.